You heard the news, Met fans, and news is David Wright, who is rehabbing his shoulder, has decided to shut down his rehab. After feeling setbacks, some discomfort, and but yet, he still is trying to make a comeback. If you're a diehard Met fan, some of you might be saying, listen, his neck is now fully healed. His spinal stenosis is manageable for him to play. You saw that when he came back in 2015 to finish strong. When he came back in 2015. So while he's healthy in his neck area now, and he's able to manage his spinal stenosis, I guess, to a point. Only thing really in his way is his shoulder, if you're an optimistic Met fan. So everyone should calm down, right? He hasn't played in a very long time. But when he is able to play, maybe he could play first base against lefties, and maybe he could change position. Maybe he could be a first baseman. Stop with the negativity you're saying. You don't want to hear fans saying that he should retire. His back and his neck are not the thing stopping him from playing. It's his shoulder. And he could get through it. Well, everything, I'll tell you this, everything adds up. I made a video about this before, and then just kind of reacting to this news that came out recently, and but further giving a few opinions here. He's going to be, if he comes back, he's going to be at a minimal level. He's never going back to his yesteryears. If you're a Met fan, you gotta love the captain, but it's not in the cards, I don't think. Honestly, he would be better as a DH in the American League. It could, if he could even try to sustain that. But what team would take on that contract? No one. You can't blame him. If you're a Met fan, you probably don't want to lose him. But that would be his best chance. To me personally, I don't think he's medically okay to go 140 games at the very least, based on everything that he's been through. It's not worth it for him to further damage his health. He needs to retire, in my opinion. If you're a Met fan, I'd probably tell you that the Mets need to overhaul, from top to bottom in that organization. David is always going to be a Met in everyone's eyes. If you're David Wright, maybe he should just do baseball clinics, start coaching. Starting third baseman days are long over. I don't think he could. Comes a point where you have to let it go, and David Wright seems to be the one where you're going to have to rip that uniform off of him. But the Mets have to move on and get a starting third baseman. They cannot piece together the position next season. If, again, by some miracle David recovers and then is able to play at a decent level, then great. He could back up third, first baseman, DH, and pitch hit, which would benefit him and his health anyway. I just don't see him being able to give that much more. But the Mets, I think this year they were kind of, seemed like they were anticipating him being there. I think for next season, because this season's already a lost cause, the Mets need to move away from that and prepare themselves to be without David Wright, and that he's not coming back, because I just don't see it. I know he's a grown man, can make his own decisions, but I just don't see any future for David Wright coming back. I hope all is well.